Often, our personal development calls us to be in the business of healing hearts. And this is one thing that can help us get back to the right pattern. Hey, I'm Jimi Hendrick, and this is episode 146, Wisdom for Healing Hearts, Part 1. Did you know that there are success patterns to help you receive more? Help you enjoy a better and extraordinary life? I'm Jimi Hendrick, self-published author, member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and self-published author, and I'm ready to give you these principles. Let's go. Okay. September 1st, Chris and I returned back from our vacation in Dallas-Fort Worth. Now, granted, we knew that our marriage was not perfect. Okay? We knew that our marriage was not perfect. We knew, to be completely honest with you, we knew that we had to do something about it. When I came back with her, I told her that one thing I would do is I would make Sonic Dash straight to the doctor. It was time to make a medication change, a change of life. I knew in my heart of hearts that things could not keep staying where they are if I wanted to save my marriage. So, I got back that afternoon. I called my doctor and they made arrangements for me to come in and see them on September 8th. Meanwhile, I was beginning my civil courses. Principles of, first was Principles of Advertising, and also Judicial Processes, and Comparative, American Foreign Policy, actually, was another course. And so this was a time of big transfer and big change, because I knew that there wasn't any reason for things to keep staying the same, for it to be a huge problem in the marriage. Because Chris told me she had debated not coming back with me at all to Lubbock, but she chose to because at the time she still loved me. Meanwhile, this is the thing that was a meanwhile. It was being noised around campus that Dr. Murchison was getting ready to ramp up a 1998 candidacy for Congress. Be that as it may, Chris and I, we remained oblivious to all that because we wanted to. I got back on my medication. Not saying that things were easier, but I started noticing a difference in our marriage. Chris and I were like we were when we were dating. In some parts of the engagement, we were once again head over heels in love with each other. But I'm not saying that it was any easier. I was having to deal with some personal issues in my life, the father void being one of those, no doubt. But part of having wisdom for healing hearts is know who the ultimate healer is. Knowing who the balm of Gilead is. And that balm was Jesus Christ. Chris and I started paying better attention in church. We started taking notes, listening to our network marketing tapes. We went to a convention in September. And of course, I may talk about this in all three parts. I started noticing that there were still some deficits in the marriage. Granted, we weren't fighting as bad, but I noticed how much Chris leaned heavily on me. She leaned heavily on me because, really, to some degree, I felt like at that point, for the most part, all we had was each other. We loved each other. And, during this time in September and October, of course, we would both come home from school. We would discuss our day. I mean, the way I see it, it was lovely. See, love can heal the wounded hearts. But the thing is, what you need is the perfect love to cast out the fear that's causing your heart to be wounded in the first place. You need that perfect love that casts out the fear. And that's what I was looking at. Now, unbeknownst to Chris, September, October of 1997, I really began my secret, private search for truth. I was just asking myself the questions that went on from Dr. Abraham Mendelssohn's class, Ancient Political Theory. What is justice? What is truth? And say, justice, I have to be honest with you, humans in our finite being, we can't define what justice is. But I have to say this with my whole heart. Truth in its essence is not a something. It's a somebody. And that somebody's name is Jesus Christ. Okay? And he knows better than anybody how to beat the author of reactive culture. And the author of our reactive culture is none other than the devil himself. Okay? And so that's one of the things that I have to talk to you about. I mean, we came from like late August to where, in a way, we loved each other, but we couldn't find common ground. We had reached an impasse. But by late September, I really believe our marriage was going well, swimmingly. I would say almost to the point, if not wholly to the point, like back when we were dating. Now, of course, at that time, we know that Dr. Murchison was preparing to run for Congress. That was pretty controversial. And we talked about, some of my friends and I talked about that, no doubt. But at the same time, I was back to where I felt like I needed to be. The planning, the vision. And the thing was, Chris, for a time, was catching on. I mean, we would go to the old lecture hall at Texas Tech University. We may not be there anymore, but it is in my mind. It is called Mass Comm 101, and let me tell you something. We dreamt in there. she said, Chris told me she saw me on a stage, blessing and impacting and teaching, for people for their lives, And so that's the thing. Part of the blessing is helping those that have wounded hearts. Now, with that, I hope you enjoyed listening to Empower Your Pattern 2.0. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of the Empower Your Pattern community. Please share this with Mama San, Papa San, and everyone. Become a citizen of Pattern Realm. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time. Don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. Do what others don't so you can have what others can't. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. And God bless you.